What if someone told you most SUVs eat up over $10,000 a year in repairs and upkeep? But a few rare SUVs just keep going, pushing 400,000, even 500,000 miles without a major breakdown, running smooth with just oil changes, water, and some common sense care. These are the 10 SUVs you buy once and drive for decades. The number one is a surprise, and in this video, there are also 2 bonus SUVs mentioned that will drain your wallet. At number 10 is the Lexus LX, one of the most trusted SUVs you can buy if your goal is to drive one vehicle for decades without worrying about major breakdowns. The Lexus LX is built on the exact same platform as the Toyota Land Cruiser, which is famous worldwide for lasting more than 400,000 miles, and in some cases, even 500,000 miles. This SUV has a body-on-frame design, which means it is built like a truck with a very strong frame underneath. That makes it one of the toughest luxury SUVs on the market, perfect for anyone who wants both comfort and reliability in one package. People around the world use the Lexus LX in some of the harshest places, from deserts to remote mountains, because it is known for never leaving its owner stranded as long as you follow the basic maintenance schedule. The engine choices over the years have been big and strong, like the 5.7-liter V8 in the older generation and a newer twin-turbo V6 in the latest models. Both engines are designed to handle heavy loads and can keep going for hundreds of thousands of miles when you just keep up with oil changes and regular fluid replacements. Another reason the LX lasts so long is that Lexus uses very high-quality parts, from the suspension to the transmission. Even though this SUV is full of luxury features like premium leather, soft touch materials, and advanced tech, the electronics are generally reliable and do not cause constant issues like in some other luxury SUVs. Owners report that even after 10 or 15 years, the LX still feels solid, and it can handle off-road driving as well as towing without falling apart. Fuel economy is not its strongest point because it is a large and heavy SUV, but people who buy it usually care more about long-term and reliability than saving a few liters of fuel. The resale value is also very strong, which is proof that the market knows how dependable it is. In many countries, you will see very old Lexus LX models still being used daily, sometimes with more than 300,000 miles on them, and still running smoothly. That is why it has such a loyal fan base, and why it easily makes it to this list of SUVs that you buy once and keep for decades. When you look at the maintenance needs, there is nothing complicated about keeping this SUV active. Basic things like timely oil changes, checking coolant levels, replacing brake pads and filters on schedule, and not ignoring warning lights are enough to keep in top shape. The parts are not cheap because it is a luxury vehicle, but you do not need to replace them often since they last a very long time. Many mechanics will tell you that if you take care of this SUV properly, it will outlast most of its competitors. At number 9 is the Honda CR-V, one of the most popular small SUVs ever made and one that has built a massive reputation for lasting a very long time with very little drama. The CR-V has been on the market since the late 1990s, and it has always been known as the reliable choice for people who just want a simple SUV that works every day and does not cost a fortune to keep running. Owners all over the world report that their CR-Vs have gone past 200,000 miles, 300,000 miles, and sometimes even more, without major engine or transmission failures, as long as they did the regular maintenance on time. The reason this SUV is so reliable comes down to its simple design and well-tested engines. Honda usually puts naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engines in the CR-V, which are very durable because they do not have a lot of complicated parts that can break. Even the newer turbocharged engines have proven to be very strong when the oil and fluids are changed regularly. The transmission has also improved over the years. Another big reason the CR-V is so loved is that it is cheap to maintain compared to many other SUVs. Parts are widely available and not too expensive, and any mechanic can work on it without special tools or training. It does not eat through brakes or tires quickly, and if you stick to a basic schedule of oil changes, transmission fluid changes, and replacing filters when needed, it just keeps going. Another thing that helps the CR-V stay valuable is its resale price. Because everyone knows it is a reliable SUV, even older models with high mileage can be sold. This is a strong sign that the market respects how long they last. The CR-V is not meant to be an off-road machine like the 4Runner or Land Cruiser, but for city driving, highway trips, and light dirt roads, it is more than enough. Its suspension is comfortable, steering is easy, and it just feels like a stress-free vehicle to own. That is a big part of why people often keep their CR-Vs for 10 years or more. At number 8 is the Kia Telluride, one of the most talked about SUVs of the last few years because it delivers premium looks, tons of features, and excellent reliability without costing luxury SUV money. The Telluride is a mid-size 3-row SUV that was first launched in 2020, and right from the start it became a favorite among buyers and reviewers because of how solid it feels and how well it is built. Even though it is a newer model, it already has a great reputation for being dependable and easy to maintain, and many owners have reported putting high mileage on their Tellurides with no major issues so far. One of the main reasons the Telluride is so reliable is its engine. Kia uses a naturally aspirated 3.8-liter V6 that does not rely on turbos, which means there are fewer complicated parts that could fail. This engine has been around in other Kia and Hyundai vehicles for years, so it is a proven design. It makes plenty of power for daily driving, highway cruising, and even light towing, but it is not overstressed, so it does not wear out quickly. Paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission that shifts smoothly and has shown good durability. Another reason the Telluride is earning a long-term reputation is its build quality. Owners often comment on how solid the doors feel, how quiet the cabin is, and how well the interior materials hold up even after several years. The seats stay comfortable, the tech features like the big touchscreen and safety systems keep working. This makes people want to keep their Tellurides longer because they still feel new after years of use. Maintenance is also straightforward. Kia recommends oil changes at regular intervals. The brake system and suspension components are designed to last, and parts are not overly expensive when you do eventually need to replace something. Kia also offers one of the best warranties in the industry, which covers 10 years or 100,000 miles. Number 7. Toyota Highlander Hybrid. The Toyota Highlander Hybrid is one of the most trusted family SUVs ever made, and it has earned that reputation by lasting a very long time when cared for properly. Many owners report driving their Highlander Hybrid well past 200,000 miles, and some even reach 250,000 or more without major issues, which is very rare for a 3-row SUV. Its hybrid system is built with Toyota's proven technology, and the electric motors and battery are designed to last for years. Most hybrid batteries easily pass 8 to 10 years before showing any big drop in performance, and many keep working fine even longer. The best part is that the regular maintenance is very simple: oil changes, coolant checks, brake fluid and filters. Do those on time, and this SUV just keeps going. The Highlander Hybrid is also very affordable to keep running compared to many other midsize SUVs. Parts are widely available and mechanics know how to work on these since they've been around for years. Fuel economy is another reason people love it, because you get a big family SUV that still sips fuel like a smaller car, which saves money every single day. And unlike many hybrid SUVs that feel underpowered, the Highlander Hybrid still gives smooth power for highway merging or climbing hills. Of course, no SUV is perfect. The hybrid battery can be expensive to replace if it fails after very high mileage, and sensors or electronic parts sometimes need attention. But these issues are not common compared to many other SUVs. Overall, the Highlander Hybrid is one of the few 3-row SUVs that can give you a decade or more of reliable service with just basic care, making it one of the smartest by once drive for years SUVs you can get. Number 6. Honda Pilot. The Honda Pilot is one of the most dependable 3-row SUVs you can buy, and it has been proving itself for over 2 decades. The big reason it lasts so long is the 3.5-liter V6 engine, which has a reputation for running well past 250,000 miles when cared for. Many owners have shared stories of their Pilots reaching 300,000 miles and still running strong, which is not common for family SUVs. The automatic transmission is also reliable if you follow the service schedule and change the fluid on time. The Pilot is built with simple, durable parts that are easy for mechanics to work on, so repairs don't cost as much as luxury SUVs. Regular maintenance is basic: oil changes, timing belt or timing chain checks depending on the year, brake pads, and fluids. If you keep up with those, the Pilot just keeps going. It's also a great daily driver because it is comfortable, quiet, and roomy inside. The 3 rows of seats make it perfect for big families or road trips. Fuel economy is decent for a V6 SUV, and parts are easy to find almost anywhere. There are a few things to watch out for, like making sure the transmission fluid is changed at the right intervals and checking for worn suspension bushings after very high mileage. But these are normal for any SUV that gets driven a lot. Overall, the Honda Pilot is a buy once, drive for years kind of SUV that delivers the perfect mix of comfort, space, and reliability without breaking the wallet. Number 5. Mazda CX-5. The Mazda CX-5 is one of the most reliable small SUVs you can buy, and it is known for lasting a very long time with simple maintenance. It is built with high-quality materials and feels solid even after many years of driving. The engines are some of the most dependable in its class. The naturally aspirated 2.5-liter engine especially has a great reputation. Owners often report driving their CX-5 well past 200,000 miles, and some are still going strong past 250,000 miles, which is impressive for a compact SUV. One reason the CX-5 lasts so long is that Mazda keeps the design simple and doesn't overload it with complicated electronics that can fail early. The transmissions are smooth and hold up very well as long as the fluid is changed when needed. Repairs and maintenance are usually affordable compared to many other brands, and most mechanics can work on it without a problem because it uses proven parts. Another thing people love is how it drives. The steering feels sharp, and the suspension is tuned to feel more like a car than a typical SUV, which makes it fun to drive, but still comfortable for long trips. Inside, the cabin is well built, quiet, and feels more premium than most other SUVs in the same price range. There are some things to watch out for. The turbocharged version needs a little more care because turbos need fresh oil regularly to last a long time. Also, like any vehicle, suspension parts can wear out after a lot of miles. But if you keep up with oil changes, check fluids, and handle small repairs early, the Mazda CX-5 can easily be a ownable SUV that stays smooth and dependable for a very long time. Number 4. Lexus GX. The Lexus GX is one of the toughest luxury SUVs you can own, and it has a well-earned reputation for lasting a very long time. It is built on a body-on-frame design, which is the same kind of construction used in trucks and the legendary Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, giving it incredible strength and durability. The main part of the GX is its naturally aspirated 4.6-liter V8 engine, known for running smoothly for hundreds of thousands of miles with only regular maintenance. Many GX owners report reaching 300,000 miles and beyond while still enjoying a quiet, comfortable ride. One of the biggest reasons this SUV is so reliable is that Lexus focuses on proven technology instead of risky new systems that could fail early. The transmission is strong and shifts smoothly even after years of use if the fluid is serviced on schedule. The four-wheel drive system is full-time and built to handle tough roads. Even though it is a rugged SUV underneath, the GX is still very comfortable inside. It has soft leather seats, good sound insulation, and a calm driving experience that makes long trips relaxing. The cabin layout is simple and the controls are easy to use, which means fewer electronics breaking down compared to some other luxury SUVs. The main things to keep an eye on are the suspension components, especially on higher mileage GX models with adjustable suspension, and fuel economy, which can be on the lower side because of the V8. But these are small trade-offs for a vehicle that can last decades with proper care. Overall, the Lexus GX is one of the rare SUVs that combines luxury, durability, and off-road capability, making it one of the smartest choices. Number 3. Land Cruiser Prado. The Toyota Land Cruiser Prado is one of the most dependable SUVs you can buy anywhere in the world. It is basically a slightly smaller version of the full-size Land Cruiser, sharing the same legendary platform that has been proven for decades in some of the harshest places on Earth. Because of this, the Prado has a reputation for running hundreds of thousands of miles with just regular oil changes and basic care. Many owners around the world have driven their Prado past 300,000 miles and even 400,000 miles without major mechanical failures, which is extremely rare for an SUV. The Prado is designed with a tough ladder frame chassis, giving it excellent strength and making it perfect for rough roads, long-distance travel, and even off-road use. The engines offered in the Prado, whether gasoline or diesel depending on the market, are chosen for their durability rather than just power. The transmissions are smooth and long-lasting, especially when serviced on time, and the four-wheel drive system is built to keep working even under heavy use. Inside, the Prado is practical and comfortable, with enough space for families and plenty of cargo room. The interior is simple and functional, which means fewer problems with electronics compared to many modern SUVs that are packed with complicated touchscreens and gadgets. Parts for the Prado are widely available in most countries, and Toyota's global support makes it easy to keep this SUV running for decades. A few things to remember. Suspension bushes and shocks may need replacement after many years of heavy use. And because the Prado is built strong, it can be slightly heavier and use more fuel than smaller crossovers. But these are small trade-offs for the kind of reliability it gives you. If you want a vehicle you can buy once and keep for a very long time, the Land Cruiser Prado is one of the safest choices out there. Number 2. Toyota 4Runner. The Toyota 4Runner is one of the most famous SUVs in the world for a reason. It just keeps going and going. This SUV is built on a strong body-on-frame design, which makes it more like a truck underneath and gives it serious strength to handle years of use. The 4.0-liter V6 engine is one of the most reliable engines Toyota has ever made, known for running smoothly even past 400,000 miles when looked after. Many 4Runner owners share stories of their vehicles still running strong after decades on the road, which is why it has such a loyal fan base. One of the biggest advantages of the 4Runner is that it uses simple, proven mechanical parts instead of overcomplicated electronics, which means fewer things go wrong over time. The transmission is very tough and handles high mileage easily if you keep the fluid clean. The suspension is durable and perfect for both city driving and rough trails. Inside, the 4Runner is practical and built to last. The seats and interior materials hold up well over time, and even older models still look good after years of use. Maintenance is easy. Regular oil changes, fluids, brakes, and tire rotations are usually all it needs. Parts are easy to find and not very expensive, which helps keep ownership costs reasonable even after many years. Like any truck-based SUV, the 4Runner can feel a bit heavy and doesn't get the best fuel economy, but those are small changes for the kind of reliability it offers. Now remember to watch the 2 bonus SUVs after number 1. Now at number 1, Toyota Land Cruiser. The Toyota Land Cruiser is the ultimate example of an SUV that you can buy once and drive for decades. This vehicle has a legendary reputation around the world for being way too durable. It is built with a tough ladder frame chassis and one of the strongest drivetrains Toyota has ever made, allowing it to handle extreme conditions from deserts to mountains. Many Land Cruisers have crossed 300,000, 400,000, and even 500,000 miles with nothing more than regular oil changes, fluid services, and routine maintenance. There are stories of these vehicles being passed from one generation to the next, still running like new after decades. The Land Cruiser is popular with the rich, explorers, and people living in remote areas. Its engines, whether the classic inline-six, the smooth V8, or the latest turbocharged options, are built to last and keep running even when worked hard. The transmission is strong and smooth, and the four-wheel drive system is one of the most trusted in the world. This is why Land Cruisers are often found in places with rough roads and no easy access to mechanics. Even though it's built very durable, the Land Cruiser is also comfortable. The seats are supportive, the ride is smooth, and the cabin is designed to stay quiet even after years of driving. The interior materials are high quality and stand up to wear and tear better than most SUVs. It does cost more up front, and it uses more fuel compared to smaller SUVs, but it saves money in the long run because it avoids big repairs and lasts much longer than most vehicles on the road. First bonus SUV is Land Rover Range Rover. This SUV looks amazing and feels like luxury on wheels, but it is one of the most expensive SUVs to keep running. The air suspension system often fails and costs thousands to fix. Electrical issues are common, from screens going blank to warning lights that won't go away. Owners also report transmission problems and coolant leaks as the miles add up. Even regular maintenance is very expensive, and parts can take time to arrive. When it works, The Range Rover is one of the most comfortable and stylish SUVs you can drive. But if you keep it for a few years, be ready to spend a lot of money at the repair shop. Second SUV is BMW X5. The BMW X5 is a sporty and fun-to-drive luxury SUV, but many owners find themselves paying high repair bills as it gets older. Common issues include oil leaks, failing electronic sensors, expensive brake jobs, and cooling system repairs. The X5 also has a lot of technology, which is great when it works, but very costly when it fails. If you buy one used without a good warranty, it can quickly turn into a money pit. It's an amazing SUV for performance and comfort, but it's not for someone who wants low-cost ownership.